Welcome back to the Last Remnant video walkthrough, 100% completion and low BR run. We're continuing this guide and doing the side quests, 2 side quests in this video to recruit our last 2 of our final 18. This is so awesome. We'll be finally done with it. It's a long time coming. First one we're going to get is Windgale. He's in Balak. He's in the pub. The time draws closer. It will soon be awake. It, which was once sealed with the Brahmaslapsis, the Fallen. Centuries ago, a monster suddenly appeared and threw the world into turmoil, nothing but chaos and fear. The ignorant civilians, seeing the magnitude of its power, began referring to it a divine being. According to him, the beast was created by the world to destroy remnants. I care not why it exists, simply that it does. That thing is the cause of my chained existence, hence it must be destroyed. Come and see its defeat with your own eyes. I'm there. I admire your spirit. You do not need to find meaning in this battle, merely pleasure. I'm all about fun. Come with me. Okay, so we don't have to go anywhere. We're automatically going to be fighting this massive, massive creature. Okay, he is a total badass, the Fallen. We only have 10 rounds to kill him. This is one of 2 fights in the game that has a time limit on it. If you don't kill him in 10 rounds, game over, he kills you. Regardless of what your hit points are, he kills you. So we have a limited amount of time to do a whole bunch of damage to him. We need to have Kachixia up in order to get this fight down. We need Zulian to Kachixia this boss, and what that will do is reduce his action points, the boss's action points. Just like we have action points, he has action points to use his abilities. He's got some badass battlefield clearing abilities, and we need to reduce his action points so he cannot use them. That's something I believe is required on the 4th round for us, but we are doing some significant damage to this guy. We actually get him down in 5 rounds. Yeah. This guy has 370,000 hit points. He is the biggest guy we've fought so far, by far. It's the toughest fight in the game so far. In fact, so tough that many people don't do it. Well, there's other reasons why people don't do it. If people move the plot forward just one more hitch, the main quest, this will disappear. Like when you go to Underwalt, later on we'll be doing that, this quest disappears and you can't get Windgale. You can't defeat the Fallen, you can't open up the ancient ruins on PC. And so there's a bunch of reasons to kill this guy. He gives you 250,000 gold, an alabaster orb for rush that allows him to cast wards. You're able to recruit Windgale, which we'll need, and open up the ancient ruins like I mentioned. This is a DPS race, so we need to do 370,000 damage in 10 turns. So that means our guys have really got to be on the ball, and any special abilities they get is very helpful. Strike from the sides is a good choice here, although it doesn't have an action point cost, so I'm not sure if it's just attacks or what. But you need as few guys worried about healing. You'll need some group healers for sure. The less people you have healing, the more people you have doing damage. So there is a minimum amount of damage you need to be doing each round. I will very quickly talk about the only other fight that is limited. You fight this guy again, kind of. He's called the Lost later on. He may be the hardest guy in the game, and you have to kill him in 5 turns instead of 10. And he's tougher. I think he's got well over 1 million hit points. We'll worry about that later. Okay, Wingale is helping us out here in this fight, although he just ate it. He's an interesting person.
We're counting on you.
But after having done the PC Ultimate grind, we should be doing plenty of damage to take this thing out. And the boss did a huge damage ability there. So we'll need a few guys healing while we still fight. He's not even blinking, and I think we're 3 rounds in. Maybe 4. This might be the 4th round. We can bring Wingale back, but that will take up one of our guys' turns to do that. Heal the others from Pages' group is a good idea, since they're hurting also. If they don't attack the boss won't hit them unless he does it until the end of turn, when he does his hit everybody ability. Blam, he just did 3k to Emmy's group. So everybody's helping everybody else with a heal. Zulian is about to do his Kachixia right now, and that will take away all the action points of the boss. And so you won't see it in this video that he won't do this massive attack because he's out of action points now. However, like every debilitating effect, it goes away at the end of turn. So it's not good for this turn. Like, he's got his action points back now in this turn. Okay, we're doing some healing here. We got the boss blinking. I was really nervous about being able to do this in 10 turns because it was so freaking hard on my first playthrough to kill this guy. I had to come back many times. One thing about these orbs that Rush gets, that he's going to get an Alabaster Orb that allows him to cast wards. The things that open up abilities for Rush, they carry over into New Game Plus. So when you play a New Game Plus following this game, Rush will immediately be able to cast wards. He won't have to kill the Fallen again to get the orb. So it's a nice way. Rush is ideal for a Mystic Arts character in the next playthrough. Just because he's able to do everything. Okay, so he's done. Rush's group did 93,000 damage, and that kills the Fallen. That's a nice way to go out there. We're still BR42.
Sweet.
This is of no concern to you. I still have more powers waiting to be released. Ha!
Little by little, I'm becoming stronger.
Some nice stat ups there from everybody.
Guess I'm not senile quite yet.
Twilight of the Gods. We did it! I've done it! The Fallen is dead. Now I can finally fulfill my dream. I can destroy him. I can feel it. I can feel his soul grasping desperately to this world. It is time to die, fool. I apologize. I was merely caught up in my own exhilaration. Here's a token of my gratitude. 250,000 gold. That's nice. Alabaster Orb for wards for Rush. Stone of the Imperator. No need to worry. He is next. I will take care of him. Okay. So we'll find out who him is. The Fallen's done. And now Wingale is available from the Union. And we want to get him post-haste. Number 17. And this is going to put Pages in the back seat for a little bit. Well, forever. Wingale is 70 grand. That might be the most expensive so far. And because he is a warlock, this thing special about Wingale is he can use anything. He can cast any mystic art at all. He has all circles, and he can learn the arcana for all of them. I give Roberto a linen belt. I don't know when we got a linen belt, but grats, Roberto. Okay, so we're going to move Pages down, and probably one of our Khaziiti out, maybe Lashal. Yep, moving Lashal out, keeping Maddox until we get Gore.
Release me from all that binds me.
Okay, and look at Wingale. He has two different. He's got quad wheel, dual power grip. He's got every single mystic art, and trained pretty damn high too. Traps, also some item arts. He's just he's a jack of all trades, and he's pretty damn progressed in all of them also. So it's not like he's starting from scratch. It's worth it to replace a guy, Lashal, who can only use hexes and not to the fullest. But we're going to get us parameter bonus here. Who do I mean? Who indeed? Could be anyone. Could be someone you know very well. Okay. So we're trying to find out who he is. Who the pronoun he keeps using is. And I'm skipping the going out to the world map 5 times. I was chained to this Brahmaslabis hundreds of years ago, back when the Imperator still ruled the world. You don't believe me. The bastard was unpleasant, to say the least. I infuriated him because of my awesome strength and the fact that he couldn't break my spirit. So when he ran out of use for me, he forced me to bind the Brahmaslabis and act as the fallen seal. What a pitiful man he was. Oh, so is he the Imperator? Huh. Okay. Rush. It's beginning to come back to me. The person I was then. Working with the Imperator, fighting for the Imperator, fighting all the time. Anger, destruction, chaos, death. It was so much fun. The best days I've ever spent. And then, that man, the Imperator himself, tried to snatch it all away. But now we see who's truly won. Okay. He's quite mad, Wingale. We don't care. I don't care if he's drooling from the mouth. He is... we need Warlock. Before he left me here, he told me something. We'll meet again if the fates allow. I can feel it strongly. I feel the feel of a soul not fully claimed by death. Wait for me, spirit wandering the space between heaven and earth. Wait, because I'm going to find you and destroy you. There won't even be a sliver of soul left when I'm done with you. Finally, you'll regret what you've done. Wahaha. And we get his parameter bonus, which for Wingale is 15% action point boost and a 3% speed boost. Now, we're going to head back to Athlum. And hit the pub. Talk to a seasoned adventurer. Seems like they've started rebuilding the Numer mines. They've still got to clean out the monsters what live there, so it'll be a bit before... It'll be pretty rough not to be able to freely harvest there anymore. I heard they've finally got the lift working to the lowest level, though. If ever there was a time to hit the mines, this is it. Okay, so having talked to this guy, and you've seen me do this a few times, in order to open up zones, sometimes you have to talk to somebody who doesn't have a red bubble over their head. You just have to know to talk to them, or talk to everybody. This opens up an area of Numer Mine that a quest is involved in, and so that makes a quest available. And so we are going to go to Gore to speak to the Duke and see if he has work for us in Numer Mine. And he's got a red bubble above his head if we talk to him between all the bases. I never thought the day would come when we would meet again. You have walked your path, I have walked mine. As for the third committee members, according to my emissaries, They have acquired a relic by the name of a Lethean sword. I've not heard of such a sword. I know not what they're up to, but I must do everything I can to find out. Okay. We don't want to push the main plot forward. We want to do this quest for Duke Gore before he goes away. Okay, now having talked to the Duke, we can go inside the pub in Gore. And there's a messenger. I have a message from Duke Gore. The Duke would like to speak with you regarding Lethean's sword. Okay, so this was just kind of a time sink. Like, I think they intended you to leave Gore after having talked to the Duke and just go, oh, okay, Duke is just talking about stuff like he's always talking about stuff. Not expect you to go to the pub immediately after, but that we don't have to leave Gore in order to start this quest. You have come. I have found out the agenda of the Third Committee, but I must inform you of something. They haven't taken the Remnant research they obtained and used it to create a Remnant themselves, one that is a weapon. They have, I'm sorry. At the Academy, the project was referred to by the code name Lethean. The weapon created was a blade, Lethean's sword. This weapon can trigger a collapse at will as a way of gaining tremendous power. The Third Committee plans to use this sword to throw the world into further chaos, take advantage of the disorder to gain more power. I believe in no uncertain terms that the sword should not exist. I am heading to the Numer Mines at once to see it to its destruction. So as I recall, you were involved in this matter from the beginning. Would you like to see the end? However, if you are to come, you will have to make certain to pull your own weight. Well, I'm ready. Then you shall come with me. Remember, I gave you fair warning of the dangers that may fall upon us. Okay. The last quest didn't give us a warning before it gave us the hardest fight up to that point in the game. And this one gives you a warning, and it's not very difficult. The exact location of Lethean's sword is unknown to even my spies. However, we have learned that it is acquiring power in the depths of the mine. The path to the furthest mine shaft is through that door. Keep your eyes open and your sword close. It's an axe, Duke, but okay. We'll try not to let Duke Gore down. Yeah, that's good advice. Try your hardest not to let Duke Gore down. I don't know how you would let Duke Gore down. Maybe just walk right out of the zone. Yeah, this place is opened up to us. Haven't talked to that seasoned adventurer in Atham, and so we can take this elevator. Boom. Okay, this is a tricky quest. Not hard, not a hard fight, but I take it that is Lethean's sword. We have no reason to search any further. Can't be this easy. We can't run that way. If we run that way, we get teleported someplace we don't want to. So we're going to hang a left, do a left U-turn, and that will port us the way we want to go. At a dead end here, eh? This was not here before. The collapse must have caused this area to become unstable. We have no choice but to search for another path to the sword. Okay, it might be easier just to go to the wiki and look it up as opposed to trying to memorize which way I go here, but I am hanging left. There will always be a greater demon. That's how you know you're going the right way. Here's one up here. That means this is the way we're supposed to go. If you try going a different route from where the greater demon is, it might port you again, and then you'll get all lost. It's worth it to use the wiki so you don't get lost. These greater demons are top-end demons. They are dying fast. There's only one in that group. Yeah, their hit points are multiplied by the number of demons in the group, so this one will be twice as hard to kill. Still not super hard for us. This quest for Duke Gore The only difficulty is in trying to get to that sword. None of the fights themselves are actually especially challenging, like the Fallen. Though I would much prefer fights like the Fallen, where you don't have to wander everywhere, and you're immediately put into battle. And we're still BR42.
I've gotten a little stronger.
And I'm really, really excited that we're going to have Duke Gore finally with us and have our 18 all done. We're ported again and to a dead end, which we'll want to do the left diff again. And we're kind of looking for a greater demon up ahead. That means we're going the right way. Okay, we haven't set anything specific for Wingale to use. Like, we didn't choose a school, Mystic Arts school. We're kind of letting them use all his Mystic Arts, including remedies. We are going to do that until he gets a certain level in all those schools to be able to learn the Arcana for it. Just like Blackout, there's a video only, one single video on Arcana later on, and it's only about Arcana, so I'll explain it in more detail there, but Wingale will... Yes, okay, now we're finally splitting stuff. How to get Arcana, how to level up Arcana, and it just requires us to have a certain level of skill in each of the schools, and since we want Wingale to be a full-on badass warlock, we want him to get all the Arcana, and that'll unlock the class for him. We'll talk about classes later also, but that's a hoopty class for sure. Okay, we're going right this time, and there's the greater demon.
Let's do this.
And I think this is going to be the last one. Before we finally get to the sword. When we come back into this zone later on to farm rares or something like that, or get guild task items, they won't port you around anymore. That's only for this quest do they port you all over. It's due to the collapse of the sword. We can't use Lethean's sword. It's not equipable by anyone that I know of. What we do get is a trap formula for Rush that allows Rush to be able to use traps, and like I said, if we played a new game plus immediately after this one, after we beat this one, Rush would get traps from the beginning, and so he wouldn't have to complete Duke Gore's quest here to get traps in this new game plus. He'd have it right off the bat. Okay, so that's done with that demon. We also get a new guild opening up in Gore that allows us to recruit the Duke. It's a Ring of the Ancient Castle Guild in Gore, but that's a Ring of the Labyrinth Guild. It just has a different name for some reason. And so as soon as that opens up, we can go to the Duke. And this should be the last port for us, I believe. We're at a wider dead end. Kind of head toward the sword. Not there, is it? Do you have to go down the... Oh yeah, okay, guess we do have to go down here. Or up. Yeah, like I said, I'll be fast-forwarding these elevators as soon as we get through the main plot, or through all the quests. That's an intentionally long elevator ride. Okay, there's the sword. And this hits off a sequence here. I heard rumors of a nosy fella trying to find out what we were up to. I would never have dreamt it was the Duke of Gore. You seem to have had too much. What perfect timing I can test the powers of its collapse. Say your prayers. Oh boy. Okay, so I don't know if he actually uses the sword against us. No, I don't think so. No. But it looks like it's just a third committee trash, and I believe the combat squad there, or whatever the big guy is there, he has like 100,000 hit points or something. So that's not anything we haven't beaten many times before. In fact, anything after the Fallen is going to seem like chump change. We don't get a huge cash bonus from this quest, but this quest becomes unavailable if we move the plot to Underwalt. So we need to get this done before we move the main plot forward. And I think that's it. Like after this quest is done, there are no more instances where we have to do a quest before it goes away. Like no more quests are going away. Not from moving the main plot forward anyway. So we could just go straight to the end game by moving the main plot, but we want to complete all the quests. It's 100% completion. Also, if you do all the quests in the game, there's an additional quest comes up at the end, and it gives you 1,000,000 gold for just having completed all the quests in the game. So we'll definitely be getting that. I don't believe there are any new monsters in this fight. We've encountered all these guys before. Okay, so they're almost dead, right? Oh, a massive strike. Nice. A massive strike occurred. Okay, that's happened. Let's see. Because it was a regular union, the first one, it can take 2 unions attacking it before the next one will be flank. And then the next one will be a flank. And then the next one will be then the next one will be a rear assault. And if you have a 5th group go around the back, it becomes a massive attack, and it does massive damage. Ding, 43 grats. But yeah, you need all 5 of your groups on one non-boss, and it'll do a massive attack if he's still alive. Not many have enough hit points to survive 5 groups. Those who wish to create remnants with their own hands are ignorant fools. This weapon, Lethean's sword, is much too dangerous to be wielded by humans. Its very existence is a danger. It must be destroyed immediately. Oh, snap. He's going to take the Bilkus and... Oh, he did it. Alright, okay. Let us return. Okay, so the Duke is so badass that he destroyed a remnant with his Bilkus. You have proved yourself a great soldier. We should not have... Well, we would not have been successful without you. However, my upstairs informed me that slight unusual activity in the area will stay and rid this land of it all. I'm indebted to you. I will offer my assistance if ever it is necessary. Until we meet again. Traps. Grats rush. And that completes the Gates of Deceit, Sword of the Dead. And we need to get the Duke. We need to stop talking about getting the Duke and get the Duke. Okay, Pop Killa is hotshot. You're an incredible mercenary. What do you focus on? Gal's got jokes. That's a speed reference. Jaeger's definitely combat. And if I didn't mention it, whenever you go up in BR, some of your guys will ask about respecking certain things. Yes. Everybody wants something. Pretty soon I'll be cutting a lot of these out, and we still need... I don't know why I went out to the map there. We need to go to Warrior Town here. There's a pub. Opened up behind one of the vendors. Not a pub, I'm sorry, it's a union. Of course it's not a pub. Ring of the Ancient Castle. And there's Duke of Gore, 41 grand. He is a steal. And so we are definitely going to add him. And let's see, broke up the Mystic Arts group because we are not going to use Maddox anymore. In fact, to make it easier, I'm going to remove everybody and reform Rush's group. So you can see who I put where. These should be 3-person groups if they have the hit points. They should all have a Reser. They should all have a healer. Rush, Cademan, and David, the first group. And this should be Emmy's group. Yeah.
I will be honored to carry out this task.
We weren't using Blockter. Roberto, and let's see who else. Torgal. Okay, so that's our next 3-person group. Okay, so we're creating Jaeger's group here. Gabriel, who we did the ultimate grind with, Balson, who we did the ultimate grind with, and Irina. So that'll be a 4-person group, and we may do 2 more 4s instead of making the Mystic Arts group 5. Yeah, I think that's how we did it. Duke of Gore, let's see, you got Glennis, Allen, and Gal. Right. Okay, so we're going to remove Maddox. We just removed Lashal a moment ago. We're going to remove Maddox, so we just have Pages, Paris, and Zulian. Excuse me. Okay. So everybody's all set up. We need to turn off the Mystic Art stuff from Duke of Gore, which he doesn't have. He's already pretty far ahead in his weapon tree, so he joins us able to kick much ass. And so the only thing left now is to grab that parameter bonus from Duke Gore. And the Duke of Gore's parameter bonus is 5% to strength, which is very helpful to him. That's another 5% damage, pretty much. It appears the Marquis has taken quite a liking to you. Okay. What is that supposed to mean? What are you inferring? Oh. You are an interesting young man. You managed to capture the hearts of those around you with ease. Thank you. It sounded like these are starting to sound like a fortune cookie. Okay. Those who gather here all possess that same look you hold in your eyes. It pleases me so. Okay. So he's not sharing a whole bunch about himself. That's fine. What I'm skipping here are the 5 trips out to the world map and back to move the conversation forward. Marion knows how long it has been since men arrived in this castle, since this town came into being. The people that helped make this town what it is were not the purest of souls, but they were dauntless. Their only goal was to make a better future. I can see that same look in your eyes. However, I see something else in your eyes, a certain sparkle that I've seen in my own as well. Who are you, my child? Okay, so no, we don't have to tell him. He's going to give us the parameter bonus anyway. And that's going to give us our final 18. Congratulations if you stuck with it that long, and I'll see you in the next video.